Abadoa Chi Duel Commander, go go go, Duel Commander on the way, Babadoa Chi. Like and subscribe, please.
Just real quick before we get started, a huge shout out to Lexi Nason Art. I had these couple altars done for the holidays. This is a static prison. This is an Undermountain adventure. Two of my favorite cards to play. Um, Lexi does amazing art, and these altars are incredible. So her Instagram link is in the description below. Thanks so much. Hello, welcome to Duelcast MTG. Today I am going to be playing the Necrobloom. This is a deck that I find to be really fun to play. It is certainly not a format breaking deck or even necessarily that good. It is, however, incredibly enjoyable. And I got some amazing feedback on Reddit about deck techs and how to make the channel more accessible for players who are interested in getting into Duel Commander. So I spent a lot of time organizing this deck and am going to do my best to go through it in a really focused, organized way to talk about everything the deck is doing. So the Necrobloom is a 2/7 for 1 in Abzan with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create an 0/1 green plant creature token. If you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token instead, and land cards in your graveyard have dredge too. So the Necrobloom is a 4-drop that is a Field of the Dead, and also turns all your lands into a Dakmor salvage. I am choosing to try this build as more of like an Abzan control list. It plays very similarly to Grist the Hunger Tide, but splashing white for things like Swords to Plowshares, Mana Tithe, Reprieve. This deck is very fun. Our main win condition is Dark Depths. We want to make Merit Lage early if we can, and just attack for 20. And if not, we have a very strong grindy game plan. So our Dark Depths package is Thespian Stage, the most used combo. For 2 and tap, Thespian Stage becomes a copy of target land, except it has this ability. So pay 2, tap Thespian Stage, make a copy of Dark Depths, it enters with no counters. You keep the copy with no counters, sacrifice both, but make Merit Lage, a 20/20 flying indestructible. If that gets disrupted somehow, we have Shifting Woodlands. So if you have Delirium, you pay the 4, you make it a copy of Dark Depths, it has no counters, it makes Merit Lage. Vampire Hexmage is a really cool creature for Dark Depths. You sacrifice it and remove the 10 counters, and you make Merit Lage. Mutated Cultist is a cast trigger. This is the better creature to remove the counters, because it doesn't matter if the creature gets countered. The cast trigger takes off all the counters and makes Merit Lage. And then the next spell you cast costs 1 less for each counter removed. I included Lava Spur Boots in this package because it can be really nice to just make Merit Lage, equip, and attack on the same turn. It makes it a lot less telegraphed and easier to kill your opponent. Next up, we have the Vampire Hexmage and Mutated Cultist synergy, because I really like these two creatures for removing counters from things. It's also important to mention they can also just kill a Planeswalker. So Emperor of Bones is very cool with those two, because you can adapt it and then take the counters off and readapt it. So if you're using it for graveyard hate against a reanimator strategy or what have you, you can just kind of keep stealing creatures, or at least do it twice. Invasion of Ikoria is awesome with Vampire Hexmage. You pay 4, you tutor up the Hexmage, you remove the counters from the battle, and immediately make Zalortha Apex of Ikoria, which is an 8/8 reach, and non-human creatures deal combat damage as if they weren't blocked. Overlord of the Belmurk and Overlord of the Hauntwoods really synergize well with what this deck wants to do in getting things into the graveyard and getting extra land drops. Hexmage and Mutated Cultist remove the counters from these and make them creatures that can start attacking right away. So that's a very cool synergy. And then with Mutated Cultist, if you kind of just draw the nuts and can make Merit Lage, and then you can cast Ulamog the Defiler for free because your next spell will cost 10 colorless less. My other favorite win con is Emperor of the Bones and Ulamog. If you exile Ulamog from your graveyard with Emperor and then adapt it, Ulamog will see himself in exile, enter with 10+1/+1 counters, and then you can attack with both for 21 and annihilate 10 of their permanents. I really love this interaction. I play these two in most decks that I can reasonably shove them into, and they work really well in this one. We're playing a lot of tutors because of these kind of cute 2-card interactions. I put Urza Saga in here because it is most useful as a recurable tutor. If you sack it and dredge it back, you can, over the course of the game, use it multiple times. We have Crop Rotation, Elvish Reclaimer, White of the Reliquary, and Knight of the Reliquary to go get our Dark Depths or Thespian Stage or Shifting Woodlands. We have a bunch of other tech lands that I'm going to get into as well. Because we're in black, green, white, we have access to just some of the best tutors. Enlightened Tutor, Expedition Map as another land tutor, Green Sun Zenith to get Dryad Arbor or whatever combo piece we need. These things also, the land tutors also get Bajuka Bog or Talon Gates of Madara. Like I said, I'll get to those. Worldly Tutor to get usually Hexmage or Mutated Cultist and finish out the game. I am not playing Metamorphosis Fanatic as kind of an intentional choice because I like the clean win conditions, but I want to be able to grind really well in this deck. So I focused more on Disruption than Graveyard Recursion. Demonic Tutor, Eladamri's Call, and Tainted Pact as just really good, efficient tutors. As you can see, we're playing a lot of Disruption. So we have Bajuka Bog that we can put into play off one of our land tutors and turn off a graveyard strategy. Cling to Dust as card advantage and the same thing. Deathrite Shaman, obviously the best green-black mana dork you can play, as well as Graveyard Hate, Life Gain, Life Drain. Duress, Inquisition of Kozilek, and Thoughtseize to beat up our opponent's hand. Fatal Push as efficient removal, Oust as efficient removal, Prismatic Ending as efficient removal, Swords to Plowshares, Abrupt Decay, Mana Tithe as our early gotcha kind of card to push ourselves into the mid-late game, Dam as single remover or a sweeper, Douthie Voidwalker to turn off other graveyard strategies, Get Lost is good removal, Imta Turok beat up their hand, Long Goodbye, Orcish Bowmasters to hurt those blue decks, flash it in, start chipping away, Reprieve. I had a Withering Boon in this list as well as a just really fun, ooh, I'm playing a black counter spell. Sometimes you just don't want to hold up the mana, so I cut the Withering Boon. Sheoldred's Edict, or really things like Tifa, or hitting a Teferi Time Raveler. It's just very good. It's a very good flexible edict. Dismember, Endurance, so if we are kind of getting low on cards, we can shuffle our graveyard back in, or gotcha an opponent's graveyard. We're playing a lot of Graveyard Hate. Emperor of Bones as well fits into this category. Grist, the tokens that it makes, the mill, and the removal, this card is phenomenal in this deck. Liliana of the Veil, get them to sack their creature, beat up their hand. Strictly very good in this format. Toxic Deluge for our other sweeper. Grief, Parallax Wave, and Solitude. We have Boseiju and Takanuma, which are great to dredge and kind of have recurrable spells off of our lands. Nurturing Peatland for repeated draw. Dryad Arbor is sometimes just nice to fetch as a creature. Talon Gates of Madara for White of the Reliquary, Knight of the Reliquary, and Elvish Reclaimer. Get that quick, easy removal or protection. Urborg and Yavimaya to fix up some of our mana. These are also great to have Dark Depths tap for mana for itself with a Thespian stage. Exploration, so we can power out the Necrobloom or get a lot of additional value off of Ice-Till Explorer. Ice-Till Explorer, I think there is an argument that this is the best card from Edge of Eternities. There's also Quantum Riddler, but Ice-Till Explorer does everything this deck wants. Additional landfall out of the graveyard. So if you're in that late game and both players are low on resources, you can just start making a ton of zombies. Springheart Nantuko as kind of a mini Necrobloom. There's also a magical Christmas world where you put this on something like Ice-Till Explorer or on Vampire Hexmage and can really go nuts. It's also really nice to bestow a Springheart Nantuko onto a Dryad Arbor, because every time you pay the one in green, a new Dryad Arbor enters. As a land, you get extra landfall. This is really strong in this deck. Here are just some really good cards and also Hogak. Hogak, in theory, is phenomenal in this deck. It would be a strictly stronger choice to play something like Yawgmoth Thran Physician, but I like Hogak and I want to play it. Gemstone Cavern, so we can steal the play. Phyrexian Tower, sacking our tokens to ramp is really strong. Skull Clamp to hit our O1 tokens or our Springheart Nantuko tokens and bury our opponent in cards. Animate Dead if we are in dredge mode, or if we grief a great creature out of our opponent's hand, or if we want to scam them with grief or solitude or something. I think most black decks should just be playing Animate Dead. Malevolent Rumble for card selection, getting our Eldrazi token that we can sack for value, or obviously just use for an additional mana. Barrogoyf is just an insane creature, and I like playing it. Dread Return has really nice synergy in this deck. If we're in token making mode, it's really easy to bring back an Overlord or Hogak or Barrogoyf or any of our other powerful disruptive creatures. And it's just very powerful in this deck. And then we have 29 lands that are just here basically to make mana. Fetch lands are very good in this deck for dredging and extra land drops. And that is pretty much the deck. Because the Necrobloom is slow, it really plays like a 5-mana commander. So having all the disruption is necessary, and sometimes we can just go fast with a Merit Lage. I find Merit Lage to be a very strong win condition, but a little inconsistent in this format. A lot of decks have ways to exile or bounce it, but it is early pressure to, again, drive us into the mid or late game. This is the Necrobloom. This is the deck I'm making in paper. I will probably play a couple different iterations of it over the coming weeks because I really like it. The commander is powerful, and there are a lot of different ways to build it. So this is the Necrobloom tempo control. I'm really looking forward to this league, so let's go duel.
Let's duel.
Round 1 on the draw against Atraxa Grand Unifier with a hand that I don't think is keepable. Fatal Push isn't great. Thoughtseize and Demonic Tutor are fantastic. Liliana's good. If I had a green source, I think I would keep this. Do I just trust the deck to draw lands? I think I can do better on 6. I do. Like this. This is great. Keep this, put back the Prismatic Vista. We'll Surveil on 1, him to Turok on 2, Barrogoyf on 3. That's a really good curve. Didn't really want to see another tapped land, but that's fine. Actually, it doesn't matter at all. I don't need that 5th land yet. The thing with Big Atraxa on Moto right now is that sometimes it's hard control, and sometimes it's like Omni Show, enter the infinite Jace. It's really cool. Let's him to Turok. This is getting countered. Oh, reprieve. Okay, that's fine. So now I think I want to resend that and surveil. Dress down. Dress down's fine. They're just cycling it off. So I think this is a control build. Sure. Or do I use this opportunity to resolve Barrogoyf? I think that's better. They have 7 in hand. It probably gets removed, but I think that's okay. I'm going to fetch a Savannah. They missed their land drop, so let's cast this Barrogoyf while it's going to resolve and pass the turn. Trying to decide how much I like this crop rotation. If I had a better line than Merit Lage... Oh, Mazavith. What a stinker. All right, let's cast him to Turok. What did we get? We got a Mistrise Village and Shorakai. I like to see Shorakai go. Let's Surveil. This will tell me if I want a crop rotation or not. I don't think I care about Yavimaya. This Goyf is a 5/6. This kind of sucks. I'm not going to attack and make them Mazavith. And actually, Yavimaya is bad because it lets their Mazavith tap for mana. They do continue to miss land drops. I'm not going to crop rotation yet. Animate Dead is probably fine. And I'm playing this land first to play around a Force Spike or Mana Tithe effect. They're just so prevalent in this format that it just makes a lot of sense to always play around a Daze or a Force Spike or a Mana Tithe whenever you can. Why am I attacking? There's a Mazavith. Whatever. Yeah. I've never seen Mazavith in an Atraxa list. I think that's pretty interesting. Oh, they're still missing land drops. So I guess I really need to start applying some major pressure here. Let's Surveil. We can always yield to our Necrobloom. Do not want more lands. I'm not going to dredge here. Fatal Push stinks. Play our land to get our plant. So now next turn I'm interested in dredging, because then we're in zombie mode. And they'll maze the Barrogoyf. We'll go to 18. I think we're getting like incredibly lucky with them bricking on lands. I don't need to look at their Atraxa forever. Demir Aqueduct. Flow to black. I have no response to that. Fatal Push. No response. Let's put that in grave. We have Dread Return and Animate Dead. Oh, I like Urza's Saga here. Black, 1 and 2. Let's go for Dread Return first, because I would rather this resolve. Okay. Play our Urza Saga, make a zombie, and I think I'll just pass here. And step, I'll crop rotation for a fetch land and make 2 more zombies. And if it gets countered, then I'll dredge. I'll probably just dredge anyway. I can't believe how long they've been bricking on lands. This feels really, really lucky, especially because it's a control deck, so it normally plays like 42, 43, plus a Lorien revealed and some other stuff. They also haven't been cantripping at all, so I am legitimately curious about what's going on. There's a Brainstorm. Okay. Do I want to just crop rotation now? No, it doesn't make sense. But I do want to get the fetch land. They're still at 18. And while they're stalled out like this, I think we have enough pressure where going for Dark Depths maybe just isn't the play. And if we can dredge, then we can always pull it out of the graveyard. Black and white in the pool. Portable hole. Sure. They're just taking a zombie. That's fine. And then another bounce land. That's interesting to me. So let's crop rotation, sack this Gemstone Caverns, get any fetch land. I guess I should get... I could have Talon Gates. Would that have been good? Do I want Shifting Woodlands? I think I'm going to stick to the plan here. We can also Nurturing Peatlands. See if we can find some extra dredges. I'm going to stick to the plan. And I'm going to get a Dryad Arbor for the little bit of extra pressure. Next turn, dredge up a better fetch land. This Windswept Heath. We milled over Verdant Catacombs and Worldly Tutor. No big deal on either of those. Now we have Saga ticking for Lava Spur Boots as well. So I'm really only worried about a Wrath effect. And even then, we have the Animate dead. So I think it's kind of fine. There's no need to attack with plants. Is there a Boseiju in here that I missed? Just get that Mazavith out of play. Doesn't look like it. They do take 7. And I think I might get a Skull Clamp off this because we have lethal, right? 1, 3, 4, or 5, 7, 9, and our other zombie plus our construct. So I may just get Skull Clamp. They have 4 mana plus a land in hand. So effectively 5. So the only thing I'm worried about here is Dream Halls. Hopefully I didn't just speak it into existence. That would be a huge bummer. Oh, this doesn't tap for blue. Baleful Strix is fine. I have a Fatal Push for it. Okay, and I mean, they bricked on lands forever. That I don't think that game necessarily meant anything about the matchup or what our deck's doing. It did go really, really slow, and I guess without the Mazavith, though, they're dead pretty quickly, and I'm filling up the graveyard. We'll see. Barrogoyf is an insane man. I don't have a Mazavith in this list. I really didn't go all in on the tech lands despite the number of land tutors. Like I said, though, this list is a constant work in progress for me, trying to figure out how I want to play it, what I'd like to do. I'm going to keep this hand, and interesting. Okay. Endurance seems like a fine draw. Hit them with the Inquisition of Kozilek, see what's going on. Let's take their Teferi. Playing around Mana Tithe and Miscalculation once you know they're there. Much easier. Oh, and I can Boseiju this land next turn. I might just do that. I think I am going to do that. Just do it in their upkeep. Demonic Tutor. We can't resolve that yet. I am going to upkeep Boseiju their Wild Growth land. I trust my deck to draw lands, but hopefully... Oh, wait, let's see if they put the card on top, if they're surveilling. That would be sick. And we get to Boseiju it away. Okay, they didn't want their Force Spike. Let's go to their upkeep. I'm going to get a basic Plains. Just have all of the colors. And then let's Boseiju this Wild Growth land. And then I'll just F6 through the turn. They're surveilling, and they kept the card. Bowmaster. Well, might be in trouble if we have the kind of game they had last game and just never hit our land drops. Don't need this upkeep stop right now. All right, so we're in trouble because now the Miscalc and Mana Tithe are super live. Okay, found a land. That's nice. Do I want this expedition map? I don't think so. I really just want natural land drops. I hope they try to like Memory Deluge or something here. Can catch them with a Bowmaster. They didn't tap out. Sauron's Ransom. Annoying. Sure. Curious if I can, like, talk them into Reprieve tapped land. How does this work? Okay, it's a face-up pile and a face-down pile. We're gonna go lands or spells here. The Reprieve is bad for me at this point, and they took lands. We are in bad shape. Missing the land drops is rough. It's a land. I'll take it. That doesn't really get rid of anything for Snapcaster unless they want to do it now. Oh, maybe they want to go like Snapcaster Sauron's Ransom again, which would let me Bowmaster and Crop Rotation. They do want to do that. Cool. That's pretty great. And they want to do it now. So we'll use this opportunity to resolve some spells. Shoot you. Crop Rotation, this Bajuka Bog. Get Phyrexian Tower. And then we'll be able to Demonic Tutor. More counter spells. I'll show them Veil of Summer and Explore. Explore's not really good, neither is Veil of Summer, so that was probably a mistake, because the Bowmaster they don't really want to be drawing. But now we can try to resolve this Demonic Tutor. And the question is, what do we want? It might just be land. We don't really have, like, a line to any of our combos. So maybe I just Thoughtseize them? Anything I do is going to get countered. So we're going to get Urza Saga. That is the correct choice. Okay, Urza Saga to hand, pass the turn. Oh, it's not showing me the cards I know about, which is Lose Focus, Stern Scolding, and lands. Oust doesn't really do much. I guess I could have gotten my own Mana Tithe for when they cast Atraxa, but I don't think that's better than Urza Saga here. I also don't know that they'll ever want to tap out. Looks like they're probably going to kill the Bowmaster. Not yet, at least. Okay. So Stern Scolding doesn't hit this Springheart Nantuko, but there's also a Lose Focus, which gets around it pretty cleanly. I think I just have to say go here. I do. Okay. Besieging the Saga. That's... Oh! Yeah, I can't do anything about it. So we'll Surveil off of Mortuary because we have all our colors. Do I want Talon Gates? It protects Bowmaster from removal, but I can maybe eventually dredge it. This game is going very long. Maybe it would have been good to try to... Maybe I should have gotten an untapped land so I could try to flash an Endurance, but I don't think Endurance is going to be a real difference maker. Sowing Myco Spawn. Not kicked. Huh. This can't get Stern Scolded because it'll be cast as an enchantment. Another bounce land. These bounce lands are so interesting to me. They're so slow. That seems like it could be good later. We can pay for most things that they want to do. Bestow. If they found a hard counterspell, they found a hard counterspell. They didn't. Excellent. I tapped myself out of Endurance again, too. That's okay. I mean, it's not okay. It's very, very bad. Oh, no. I had to tap myself out of Endurance. I only have 2 green sources. I don't feel bad anymore. All right, I'm not ripping this Eladamri's Call into a counterspell. Land. What are you doing? Stinking to stupid. I need to look at the list and see if there's anything. I mean, anything I do just gets countered. I do have to work through the removal somehow, though. Yeah, I think that just works. I guess I could have sacked it to Phyrexian Tower, but that doesn't feel like it matters. I don't want to oust the Sowing Myco Spawn and let them tutor another land. To get in for 1 point of damage doesn't seem worth it. I think we just go pass here. They're finally cycling their miscalc. So what if I go Bowmaster, let it get countered, Eladamri's Call for like an opposition agent, that would get mana tithed. Do I have enough mana? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm 1 short of that. Even if I had Metamorphosis Fanatic in the list, I don't think that would matter. Interesting game. A lot of decisions so far. I'm going to cast Endurance here. Start trying to get through some of their interaction. Ugh. And that's the most annoying one it could have been, I think. Sure. And I can't recast. Alright, next turn. Cast a Deathrite Shaman. See if this is worth countering to them. They're brainstorming in Bowmaster gets Scolded Sternly. I think this is where I'm going to choose to force action, though. Okay. I would like to resolve this Eladamri's Call. I don't have anything to pitch to Grief, but I could get Solitude. Pitch this Parallax Wave that's never going to be useful. I would love to maybe resolve an Overlord. I don't think that ever happens. Alright, let's pass. I don't think they'll have that Mana Tithe anymore. They have a Loose Focus. They'd have to, like, really replicate the heck out of it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Oh, wow, I'm 8 minutes behind on clock. I might just concede. Had to run in and out with the dog a couple times. Do I think this game is unwinnable? I can pay for a loose focus. I'm going to try to Eladamri's Call now. Okay, we did it. What do I get? Ice Still Explorer is probably our best creature at this point. I think I should concede this game, but I do want to take one more turn. I'm going to Solitude. See if I can just Solitude this Atraxa away. And just do it with the trigger on the stack while we can still pay for lose focus. Tails End. Alright, GG. Never winning this. And I'm under 10 minutes on clock, and this is obviously a very long, slow matchup. This is almost good. Like, so close to almost good. Do I believe in Opposition Agent enough to keep this? I think so. Keeping 7's really good. And I like the Animate Dead to maybe resend the Oppo. This can get us the next just like random land we need. If we don't draw one, we didn't. Oh man, that would be so good. I'll hold this Beseiju for now. Crack this before it can get Tails Ended or something stupid. I want scrub land. So I think no matter what, we flash in Oppo at their next end step. And then if it gets countered or killed, we have the Animate Dead to follow it up. Prismatic Ending is not good here. You got it. You may consult the star charts. They did dump Teferi on their Surveil, and I would prefer not to play against Teferi, so I think that's fine. Just a little baby star chart. Botanical Sanctum. Let's flash in Opposition Agent. That resolved. Go Lava Spur Boots. Whip. Ooh. I have the Beseiju for that. So I can actually, like, safely remand it to get the card. I just want to draw the card and get in for 4 here. Does Opposition Agent stop them from searching with Beseiju? That would be sick. Now this has Ward, so they have to tap out to get rid of it. Oh, honey. Okay, Fatal Push. It happens. I make those kind of mistakes all the time. Okay, so they had to fetch to turn on the Fatal Push. That makes sense. And now we have the question, do we try to resolve the Necrobloom and then Animate Dead if we can get a counter out of their hand? Is that fine to do? Do I play around Force Spike or Manitive? We've seen a lot of soft permission. Oppo's just so bad for them. I could have maybe held it to double spell. I don't think that's necessarily better. Okay, this just worked, so I'm kind of a happy camper. And for 3, they go to 11. I have to try to win this game in time. 5. You don't get to do that, my friend. It's so easy to forget about Oppo. Go to combat. Attack. They're not interested in the Leyline Binding. I don't think I have to do anything here. I'm just going to pass. They could also just Leyline Bind the Animate Dead. Chassa's Bargain. Sure. It might be better to Leyline Bind the Animate Dead just so you don't have to pay the ward. I still have it covered. It's just a thought. Surveil here. Use the Lush Portico. I do not want that swamp. Voidwalker. Interesting. Play this scrub land. Go to combat. Player attacks. Attack. Try to cast the Necrobloom. So if I cast the Necrobloom, it gets countered. And then I can try to Voidwalk. But then I can't Beseiju. I think it's still fine. I'm not going to try to Voidwalk. I'm just going to try to cast the Bloom here. It just gives them something else to maybe deal with. Wait, before I do that, I don't want to tap that land. Tap that one. Okay, well, we got them to use 2 counter spells. Prismatic Ending on Animate Dead. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe I should have Beseju'd in response just to see if it worked. That doesn't seem good, but it was an option, I guess. And now if Voidwalker just resolves, they're dead. I don't have strong faith that it'll resolve, but I'll try it. Okay, maybe it will. Thought sees you. Ang's Iceberg. So all of this stuff is online. I think we take the binding. Go Voidwalker. Whip Boots. They have to Ang's Iceberg now. Okay. I think we may have done it. We go Beseiju on that. Very glad I didn't play this Beseiju as a land at the beginning of the game. And there's nothing they can do. Okay. Let's Equip, combat, player attackers. Hey, we did it! The Necrobloom! I think we got very lucky that first game that they just never hit a land, but that last game felt good. Round 2 on the draw against Cloud. I think this is probably a pretty bad matchup. We're pretty dirtily, but I'll try this hand. I like the basic for if they Winter Moon and we get to go Elvish Reclaimer on one, which is now really good because they have a cat. I could just Prismatic End it. Do I think that's better? That might be better. No, I want to Prismatic End their Skull Clamp. Okay, another removal spell is great. I'll hold that instead of pitching it to Grief. And if they remove the Reclaimer and hit with the cat, then I'll think about Prismatic Ending it. But I'd rather get their Cloud Tutored Equipment farts. That stinks. Alright, now the cat has to go. Dang it. I'll Sheoldred's Edict, though. No, Oh, yeah. Sheoldred's Edict is great. Because it will let me do non-token creature, so they can't sack their dumb little cat in response. I don't have to worry about any sort of stifle effect here. Ringleaf Drum is fine. Tapping their cat token for Cloud, so now I'll Sheoldred's Edict in response. I have to get Scrubland here. Sheoldred's Edict. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. Oh, don't Mana Tithe me. Oh! Oh! Well, I wasn't playing around that. Okay. So we'll Prismatic End the cat. I'm still low-key more worried about Skull Clamp. Because they're down to 2 cards in hand. Sort of Feast and Famine. It's also really good against me. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, fam. I can Talon Gates with the Reclaimer. So when they go to equip, I can Talon Gates and then try to deal with that later. This has Ward. I think I'm going to hit the Lava Spur Boots. Hit the Lava Spur Boots. So now I can block the cat. Grief the Sword out of their hand. What's the other one? War and Peace. Ugh. Well, I need to take the Feast and Famine. That's the real problem here. And then I'll Talon Gates whatever they go to equip and hopefully draw an untapped land to just get the Necrobloom in. The 2/7 is pretty good against their creatures. Yep, sword. Okay. Sack my basic forest. We know they don't, or unless they drew Winter Moon, we know there is none for now. Talon Gates. We get smacked for 3 here, but that's fine. Oh, baby. This does not give protection from black. That was a really, really good draw. That was a really good draw. And I will take this Invasion of Ikoria, because we can do the Invasion of Ikoria Vampire Hexmage thing, and then like get in with our Barrogoyf, because it will deal damage as if it weren't blocked. Hopefully they just bricked on their draws, but I don't know. I could also make Merit Lage, sure. They are attacking with Cloud. I think this is probably like a Razor Grass ambush or something, but I'm still always doing. Okay, I guess now they get their Skull Clamp. Would love to draw something to deal with it. Oh no, we're drawing Lion Sash. That's a good one. I don't think it will do enough now. I do not have... Oh yes, I do, Yavimaya. Okay. I was just thinking, like, I don't have the actual mana to Invasion here, but thanks to Invasion I do. Okay, search our library, get the Hex Mage, do this, pass Zalortha, hit you with a Barrogoyf. I would like to deal the combat damage as if not blocked. I would like to mill the cards. Voidwalker or Grist? I think Grist seems much better. And then we'll pass the turn. Glad to see Zalortha doing its thing. This does not give protection from green. They have 2 cards in hand. We know one is Lion Sash. They're exiling my Exploration. Now they're hitting the lands. I think it's probably better to hit my lands, but I don't know. Oh, they're shrinking the Goyf. Smart. Smart. Goyf is down to a 3/4. Very well navigated opponent. Very smart. They do not have good attacks, so they won't make any. Green Suns. I mean, I would probably just get Grist. Let's use the Reclaimer before I sack it. Sack Talon Gates. What do I want here? Maybe just Surveil. Dryad Arbor seems fine. Dark Depths doesn't really do too much. Shifting Woodlands is good. Get a Shifting Woodlands. Down Grist. Sack the Reclaimer. Grist your Lion Sash. They can take something out of the graveyard on the way out. They're taking the Talon Gates out. I think that makes sense. Goyf is back to a 3/4. Oh, they'll get another thing too. Should I have Green Sun for Dryad Arbor and sacked that to Grist? That may have been better. They only have one card in hand. I'm going to swing for 8 here. They can block with Cloud and then go get their Skull Clamp, but put them to 12. And then if they kill Grist, Barrow Goyf is lethal. I'll F6 through this turn. Blinkmoth Nexus. Yuck. Yuck. I think I trade with Cloud here. Yeah, they're attacking me. I am going to just trade the Barrow Goyf for him. I don't want them to gain the life. And now we still have Grist online. I can get Ice Till Explorer with this Green Sun. They recast. Oh, I can Shifting Woodlands into Barrow Goyf. How big are you? You're 3/4. So let's play this land. Do I already have a sorcery in the graveyard? I do not. Okay, great. So Green Sun. I can Green Sun for 1 and still do everything I need to do. No, I only have 2 card types. Shoot. Let's plus Grist. Okay, there are my card types. Green Sun for 1. Yeah, just Green Sun for 0 here. Get the sorcery into my graveyard. Oh, Green Sun shuffles back in, you fool. Stupid Green Sun. Do I have something else in here that's lethal? Shoot. Stupid Green Sun Zenith. Could have gotten a better creature. I don't have anything with haste. But I could have gotten the Ice Till Explorer, would have been really good. Yeah, I had a lot of good targets there if I'd remembered Green Sun shuffles in. Do I still just want to do the Goyf thing? Probably. I could also cast the Necrobloom. Oh, right, I don't have the card types to Shifting Woodlands. All right, so let's attack. They figured out there's no point in blocking. Put them to 4. Finally cast our commander and pass the turn. This has been a fun game. Just stupid Green Sun Zenith, so stupid. Yeah, also, if I could have activated Shifting Woodlands, it would have been sick to make it Voidwalker on their turn and just turn off their Skull Clamp altogether. I think I'm just yielded through this turn. I don't have anything to do. Cloud drawing 4 is just so sick. And if they find like a Jolted Awake or Helping Hand, they can draw 4 more. Like, our engine is fully online though. And they have to remove Zalortha. They just have to. Pure Steel Paladin. That's pretty good. Shadow Spear is also pretty good. Shadow Spear doesn't get them there though. Like, they can gain life with the cat and make 2 cats, but we're still just mega lethal here. So they get in for 5, they go up to 9. And then what? Oh, and then they gain 6 more, so they go to 15. Yikes. Okay. So they go back to 15 here, and they get 2 cats. I can delete Grist, get Delirium, bring back the Goyf with the Shifting Woodlands. I'm going to Dredge. They drew 2 more cards. They should equip the Skull Clamp to the Paladin. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Clamp the Nexus. That's smart. God, they have 10 cards in hand. Cataclysm would be brutal. They find their Jolted Awake. They are doing a magnificent job of digging. Jolted Awake. Okay. Goyf is back up to 5. So 5, 13. We still have lethal. Mandibular Kite. What does this do? It's flying. They are out of mana, finally. They should move the Skull Clamp to the Paladin. I don't really think it matters. Dredge, don't care about those. Always yield. Delete Grist. Just sack the zombie. Builder Paladin. That gives us Delirium. Shifting Woodlands becomes a 6/7 Goyf, and we did it. Cool. Cool. I wonder how different that game would have been if they had tutored up the Skull Clamp like I entirely failed to do when I played Cloud. But we got there. And broke serve on play draw, which feels really important against Cloud. And I'm actually ahead on clock. That never happens. I really want to keep this hand, but I can't. It 1 land and it's so slow and doesn't really do much. This looks fine. Again, it's 1 land. but I like all the cards in it. And I think we put back Emperor of Bones. Like Deluge is sick. I want to Spring Heart onto the Dryad Arbor. Need to draw a land, but again, I trust my deck to do that. I'm gonna also try to make an army of Deathrite Shaman. I am gonna put back Emperor of Bones. And if I like at some point mill over Ulamog, I'll be annoyed. They are going tapped land path. Ah, that's actually like a really terrible draw. Keeping this one lander was probably not great. But with 43 lands in the deck, feels like it's a reasonable-ish risk. Now I get to grief their equipment out of their hand. And I think I'll probably pitch Deathrite Shaman. Oh, deck. I want the Toxic Deluge more than I want the Shaman. Get a look at this hand. Oh, they already have the Skull Clamp. Tangle Wire. Oh, we're never winning this game. Yeah, we're never winning because we missed the land drop. I'm going to save my time and just concede, and then we'll get to be on the play. I'm never beating that hand. Like, straight up, that's missing the land drop and them just having all of their things. I'm good on that. They had 3 cards I could never beat, and if I'd hit the land drop, I would have thought about playing more, but I don't think that was worth it. I like this hand a lot. I think Liliana's fantastic against them. Boseju's fantastic against them. I'll surveil off of a shadowy backstreet. Oust, I like the early removal if they go cat again. Ringleaf Drum. You got it. Ringleaf Drum is good. I like that card. This will be my 4th land. I'll take that because I'm holding Boseju up as a spell for, I think, essentially the whole game. I'll get a Savannah. I'll get Savannah because Urborg turns that into a tri-land. Now we'll go white and pass. Next turn, we get to go Liliana. Only having the 1 green source is a little annoying. That looks like a pretty good Boseju target to me. Stoneforge Mystic. Do I care about Saga Constructs more than I care about Skull Clamp? I don't think so. Oh, Long Goodbye is good as well. So let's pass Lily. Mana Tithe me again? Oh, Swift Reconfiguration. Sure. I'm more interested in the like sacrifice to make Dark Depths combo anyway. So I think that's fine. Saga ticks up. And they do have the mana to start making. They're going to do it now because it gives them the mana. Smart. And there's their Skull Clamp that I will be Bosejuing. I will not be Bosejuing. I think I just do everything now. Like they've shown me Mana Tithe. They might play Reprieve as well. I'm trying to decide if I actually care about this construct. Long Goodbye is an instant. Discard the Oust. They discarded Jacked, and I'll pass. It would have been smarter to... Abrupt Decay can't be countered. Should have waited for them to go to equip and done this properly. I just was looking at it like, we'll just do whatever. They're not making a second construct, which I think is good for us. Lava Spur Boot. Dust Bowl. Yucky. Oh, very yucky. What a jerk. What are you casting? They are dust bowling their own flagstones. Love to see that, honestly. I really do. That's some good old-fashioned tech. Oh, and this can't be countered, so I don't have to pay ward. Which is nice. They're attacking Lily, so I will Long Goodbye. I would prefer she live. Okay. Godless Shrine. Yes. Go black, white. Oh, nope, I need to tap Savannah for green. That's a scrub land. What am I doing? I don't have green mana. Idiot. So dumb. Wasn't paying attention. They dust bowled me. Silly goose. And I shouldn't have activated Liliana. I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. Probably just punted this one. I think probably just hard punted this one. Because they can get their Sword of Feast and Famine. I can make them sack a creature. They do have the Lava Spur Boots to hit Lily. You're Steel Paladin. No! That card's really good. And that kills Lily outright. Oh, I punted. I punted. Just draw an untapped green source. Or Gucci. Untapped green source. No! Idiot. Frickin' idiot. Well, this is not the deck's fault. This is a punty punt punt punt. Now they can cloud, sword, like get whatever equipment. Oh, they just have it. I think we're dead, chat. Oh, I punted. No. I just wasn't paying attention with the actual Dust Bowl target. Just was like, oh, I have all my mana. So dead. I'm gonna take one draw and then probably concede. I can scoop this. We're not winning this. I'm gonna save my time. GG. I punted. Round 3 on the play against Cloud again. Do I like this hand? I really like Malevolent Rumble. 5 lands is probably too many, and I don't know that the animate dead will actually be good. I'm gonna go to 6. This hand looks really good. I'll keep this and I'll put back the Invasion of Ikoria. Is that what I want to put back? It is. Yeah. Okay. And I'm just going to Surveil on 1. It cost me a turn of Vampire Hexmaging, but I'm more interested in Tainted Pack and Oppo anyway. So yeah, we'll Surveil and then we can just Tainted Pack at the end step. I think the only way this hand is like a lot better against them is if we had a Deathrite Shaman or a Green Sun for Dryad Arbor. I am going to keep this Knight of the Reliquary. That gives me a straight line to Merit Lage. And then I can Tainted Pack for something different. Go Command Tower, Sego. Do I just Tainted Pack for Lava Spur Boots? I should have played the black land, because then I could just, like, Turbo Merit Lage. Oh, sure. Sanctifier is actually, it's not good for us, but I think it's kind of fine. We're also a Skull Clamp deck, so, or if they have a sword that gives pro white, I'm thinking about Opposition Agent right now. Bloodstain Mire, Sego. I think I want to save this Tainted Pact just for, like, more of an emergency than a proactive Tainted Pact. And I have white removal to deal with this. Take 2. They are just passing the turn. How do I want a Tainted Pact? I'll Surveil, see what's on top, and then probably just Tainted Pact for Dark Depths, right? They're holding up 3 mana, though. I think I'm fine taking this slower. Get lost. There's the white removal we were asking for. Am I still interested in taking another turn off for Opposition Agent? I think so. I just think it's such a blowout. This is probably wrong. I should start doing things, but I have a bunch of stuff to do. And I can, if they don't do anything, I can go Get Lost, Tainted Pact at their end step. Okay, so I think they're actually just chilling. You know what? I'm just going to Tainted Pact for my next land. I think that's fine here. I lied. I don't want Brushland. Ringheart and Antuco is really good. Mutated Cultist is also really good. I am gonna take a land. Whatever. I'm thinking way too hard. I am thinking way too hard. Hymn to Turok is a really good draw, so I would like to do that. I don't know about a really good draw, but it's a good draw. And we hit 2 lands. Boo. I could have potentially already won this game, but them just, like, not doing anything and holding up all that mana just kind of, like, wigged me out. But really, they were just happy to sit there with Sanctifier. Maybe the patience paid off. We'll see. I feel like they definitely have removal. It's Mana Tithe. Gosh. Oh, even Interrupter, even worse. Okay. So they were holding up the mana. Makes me feel, like, moderately better for some reason. Maybe we just top deck Dark Depths here. Or an Overlord. Just something to really get going. Sort of Feast and Famine. Sick of that card. Let's go Knight of the Reliquary. I'm not interested in hanging the Vampire Hexmage out to removal. I'm just not. Does Feast and Famine make me discard cards? Because then I'm a fool. Oh, I'm a fool. Gosh. Freaking idiot. I needed to play the stupid Hexmage. Ugh. So silly. Yeah. Just, gosh, I was born to punt. Should get that on a t-shirt. Just born to punt. Ugh. All I had to do was play the stupid Hexmage there. They might still have removal. Oh, golly. Oh, and they can block Merit Lage forever. Alright. Giver of Runes plus Aven Interrupter means they can just block Merit Lage forever. I should have been more aggressive, but I don't know. It didn't feel right. And you gotta trust your gut. Oh, there's Oppo again. 1 land. I'm taking a mulligan here. Solitude's good. Reprieve is good. This hand is great. And I think we're putting back Emperor of Bones. again. Yeah, I'm going to put back Emperor of Bones. I like this hand. So now they broke serve on play draw. I had a feeling this would be a rough matchup, though. They just have, like, such good hate for dirtily decks. Or they just go aggro with stupid Sword of Feast and Famine. That's stupid. Can't beat that card. That's not true. We have removal for it, but it's rough. I think I'm going to get Lush Portico so that I don't have to play this tapped. And I think I might just hold up Knight for Solitude purposes. Because I want to reprieve them, I'll take this land. Yeah, that fourth land is important. Man Tower, say go. Saga, stop it! Stop casting good cards. Well, stop playing good cards. Glimmer Lens is a fine thing to reprieve. Thoughtseize. Excellent. I like that card. I like that card a lot, in fact. I like that card eventually. Pretty good to bring back Solitude, but I don't have black yet. Again, I trust the deck to deliver things. Thoughtseize you. What are we working with? Distraction Specialist is annoying. Oust is annoying. Do I just take the removal spell? I think I'm just going to take the removal spell. Dust Bowl, stop it. Goodness. I'm going to take the removal spell. People love Dust Bowling me. Alright, so they're just Construct Gaming. Oh, another black source. Excellent. And we'll get Bayou here. I guess maybe it was better to hold the fetch for Necrobloom. The thing with this weird, like, really slow commander is I'm very infrequently thinking about the play pattern of the commander, which is obviously just wrong, but it is what it is. You may make your construct, you may make more other construct. I have a feeling we're getting Lava Spur booted here. I don't know why. That's just my gut feeling. I'm really listening to my guts today. Oh, it's Springleaf Drum. Cool. Now they can cast Cloud. On thin ice. Stop. Stop disrupting me. That was a good draw. Yeah, back to Command Zone. So now the question is, cast Knight of the Reliquary or hold up Hardcast Solitude. It will depend on if we draw a white card or not. We did not. Ooh. I am so bad at using Tainted Pact, it's like kind of crazy. They'll have 4, they could potentially have 5 mana. Could represent a sword. I'm gonna cast this Knight of the... Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Coming off Hardcast Solitude. Oh, we're not. We can just Tainted Pact for a white card. I'm no longer really worried about this Dust Bowl. Glimmer Lens will let them start drawing cards. I do currently have the biggest creature, but it won't be. There's their stupid Dust Bowl. Hate that Cloud. Lion Sash, stop. So they can take lands out of my graveyard. And shrink this Knight. What else do you have? Stop having things. So many cards still. They are going to eat that land and shrink the... I'm going to Tainted Pact now and just see what we come up with. I don't want Reflecting Pool. So we can make Merit Lage next turn. And then what? I'm getting cracked for 8 here. I go to 5. I don't think I have time to do it. I'll take that card. That card seems really good. They're not attacking. Interesting. Why aren't you attacking? Why aren't you attacking? What are you up to? I mean, I'm always casting Parallax Wave. So now we have time to make Merit. I'm not interested in attacking. Forgot that I was... like, straight up forgot I was playing Parallax Wave. It's like my best card. So funny. They still have 4 cards in hand. We know about Extraction Specialist and Recruiter of the Guard. Quite annoying. Or I just get Solitude. I wouldn't mind drawing a white card here, because then we can evoke Solitude, Parallax Wave it. Maybe they're thinking about Pure Steel Paladin. Skyclave Apparition, a good one. Targeting the P-Wave. Makes sense. Alright, I have no response to that. If we find a white card too, we can Solitude plus Dread Return, but I do think I just want to make Merit Lage. Sack the Surveil land. Get our Dark Depth. Emperor Bones is whatever. Search Library. Get our Hex Mage. And pass the turn. Also, we have a protected Dark Depths because I can make Merit Lage and then sack a land for Talon Gates if they find a way to... like if they Dust Bowl or something. Dust Bowl does put me in check. I should have Hex Maged while it was tapped. I need shirts that say Hunt City instead of shirts that say Man I Love Frogs. Man I Love Frogs. Portable hole. So instead of going for the depths, we go for Zalortha here. Because they can't Dust Bowl that. And they can Lion Sash the Hex Mage out of the graveyard, but I'm kind of hoping they like Dust Bowl Dark Depths and exile it. But anything they... Oh, no. I can only sack planes or forests. Right. And if they destroy Dark Depths, they have to exile it because of the shifting woodlands. If I can find a Glimmer Lens, sure. This is a fun game. This is a very make decisions-y kind of game. Probably the Dust Bowl now. Yeah. So I just have to draw a land. Right? What if I Phyrexian Tower? Yeah, I'll just get Phyrexian Tower. I think I found the line. Oh, Merit Lage still won't have haste. Dirt. I think it's still fine to do. I could have done this at... Wait. I can't do it at instant speed because of the Dust Bowl. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing it like this. If they have removal, they got us. Yeah, if they have removal, they got us. They only have one card in hand, and it's the Extraction Specialist, so they need to draw removal or a way to, like, significantly dig for cards. I don't see any life gain. Okay, we did it! Merit Lage! Huzzah! That was a very fun, tight game. I could have done that sooner, more efficiently, and with better timing, but we still did it. I like this hand a lot. Gonna keep this. Skrelv is fine. They do enough stuff with their graveyard where I think Cling to Dust is just kind of generally good. And also, I like cantripping a lot as a human being. So, do I want Shadowy Backstreet? Not Shadowy Backstreet. Scrubland? I do. I'm gonna get Scrubland. And we are behind on clock, per usual. I don't like seeing Dread Return in my hand, though. Especially, like, all of their removal is exile-based. I don't know if they're playing Get Lost. I like that card, but I don't know that it's actually a good card. Tithe Taker's annoying, but it's fine. They're getting in for their cheeky attack. I like it. I like it for them, like, genuinely. I wonder if they have a line that just, like, poison. Strikes me as doubtful, but not impossible. And if I want to fetch on their turn, this jerk makes it cost mana. Am I interested in Takenuma as a land or a spell? If I'm interested in it as a land, I want to play it now. If I'm interested in it as a spell, which I am because of Red Return. Okay, we got there. I'm just going to surveil now. I'm thinking way too hard. Am I going to surveil? I think I actually just want Bayou. But, like, Cling to Dust isn't doing anything. I'm going to surveil. Everything's fine. Do I want that card? Do I have something? Oh, yeah, Douthie Voidwalker strikes me as a very difficult card for them. I could have exiled my own land to just draw a card there too, but I don't know. Thalia is super annoying. Like, super annoying. I don't have a white card, so it's like tutoring for Solitude to get rid of that doesn't matter. Also, they have stupid Skrelv. Oh, this game sucks. Dumb Cloud. Killing me. It's crazy that this game already feels out of reach, but it really does. I'll pass the turn. Just get in for 5 here, 6 if they want it. Go to 10. I'd love to find Dam or Toxic Deluge off of this Cling draw. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're at 10. Yeah, I'd love to find a sweeper. I'm not playing Cataclysmic Gearhulk as my heart tells me I should. Oh man, we're dead. Yeah, I mean, if you if you do exactly nothing to disrupt White Weenies deck, they're just going to run you over. They got Guide of Souls. That's also annoying. But I will Cling to Dust this card, and we drew a Surveilland, which sucks. Sweeper. Why do you hate me, deck? Why do you hate... let's see. That card doesn't matter. Best case scenario, I'm at 2. So I have to kill this, and then I don't have the white card. Alright. So, go green, white. Eladamri's Call. Let's get Solitude. Cast it, exile, and get lost. Yeah, the Skrelv is a beating. Let's get rid of Skrelv. If they cast Reverent Mantra, I'm scooping it up. I'm dead either way, because the Dread Returned Solitude will enter tapped. So I'm just dead. Alright, GG. GG. I'm going to, like, I could keep playing, but I'm just going to assume they know what they're doing and move on with my life. Round 4 on the draw against Phlage. Phlage is a deck I haven't seen in a while. I love my hand against it. Yeah, I love my hand here. The couple different Phlage builds that I've played against are like a sort of like Torpor Orb land destruction, which I think is sweet, but probably also worse than the turbo mill cast Phlage. I'm going to Fatal Push now. Phlage is for sure a Mana Tithe Reprieve deck. It's kind of Boros control. It's really cool. I'm happy to see it. It's really, really fallen off. But yeah, I love everything I'm seeing in this matchup. Maybe not Toxic Deluge so much, but Endurance, Baraggoyf Expedition map are all quite good. And if they're playing Ocelot Pride, I assume they're playing Guide of Souls, which means they are most likely not playing the Torberor build. They are going to be a Magus of the Moon deck, so I'll play my basic. And then Expedition map will let me get another basic if need be. Probably a basic Swamp because I can Deluge. Our Commando, never mind. Lickshot show off, what the heck? Okay. So this appears to be a Phlage build about which I know nothing. That's crazy. Just making sure I don't have a direct line to Merit Lage. I don't know that they can really... Well, yeah, they can beat that card. They have white removal. How do we feel about Barrel? Do I think this is a Mana Tithe? Is it something I can afford to play around? I'm going to pass. Ganjo, Sue the Empire. Here's the frickin' Slickshot show off. That's crazy. That's so wild. I think they should probably wait to do that, but I don't know. Okay, they play with fire. You have another spell you want to cast. Apparently not. So let's flash in Endurance and hope we don't get Mana Tithe. If I get Mana Tithe, that's probably like almost GG. I'll go to 8. They Phlage me to 5. Okay. They'll be able to Phlage away the Endurance, but I'm not interested in taking 6 damage here. Oh no. Don't tap mana. Lightning heal it. Sure. So I am taking 6 damage. And that now trades with Endurance. Okay. I am no longer worried about Mana Tithe here. So let's cast Barrowgoyf. And let's cast Deathray. And pass the turn. Goyf is only a 3/4. Skyclave, stop doing things to me. Ugh. Bummer. Am I getting bolted? Oh no. So I go to 5. Deluge for 2 puts me dead to Phlage. Does Animate Dead change that? It doesn't tap for mana. Still puts me dead to Phlage. Alright, this at least... No, it's frickin' Under the Skyclave. Endurance blocks. Oh, they can just Cathar Commando this. I'm an idiot. I am so dumb. Okay. Alright. It was probably right to just cast the Necrobloom there. This makes Merit Lage, kind of. I'll keep it. Misty Rainforest, Sago. I'm lying. I'm casting my Expedition map. What am I doing? My word. Bayou, Expedition map, pass. Do I just Demonic Tutor for a freaking Black Source? Exploration might not belong in this deck. It's such an awful top deck every time. I'm gonna Demonic Tutor for a land. Get our scrub land. I'll get Command Tower. Command Tower makes... I am just trying to make Merit Lage and get the game over fast. They're some sort of aggro build. Intu's fine. I have Sheoldred, and now Mana Tithe. Let's think for a second instead of being rash and really not great. Pass. Yeah, pass with Edict and Mana Tithe. Or just do this. Yay, tap out. I hate Broadside Bombardiers. I hate it. There's no card in the universe I would rather Mana Tithe. I mean it. I really mean it. I hate that card so much. Like you would not believe. All right, we'll get Dark Gems. We'll set an upkeep stop. Go to our turn. Worldly Tutor for Vampire Hexmage. Broadside Bombardiers. Play Dark Depths. Play Vampire. Say go. Frickin' Broadside Bombardiers. Okay. Yay! So aside from that Atraxa game where they hit no land drops, we are basically only winning with Merit Lage, which is a huge problem. Probably need more card advantage, like Once Upon a Time, Pillage the Bog, the Avatar one, That's 1 green to look at a bunch of cards. I like this hand. I can keep this hand. Unfortunately, we have 2 Bs of the Dark Deaths combo with Cultist and Thespian Stage, but Thespian Stage can also just be a command tower. So, and I like Reprieve and Sheoldred's Edict just as Magic the Gathering cards. All right, so we are on a bit of a control plan here. Removal, counterspell. Okay, they are just straight up casting the show off. I think we just oust it. Mutated Cultist does not pitch to Grief because it is devoid. I don't have black, unfortunately. Okay, casting Phlage. I would love to find some graveyard hate suddenly. They are quickly getting out of Merit Lage. Rain. More removal. I think it's better to Grief them. It does put something in their graveyard for Phlage, but Phlage is going to happen anyway. I think I'm fine with this for now. I'd rather hardcast Grief if I get the opportunity. Here's the lock, Slick Shot again. We knew that was happening. I'll let it hit me for one. Fired. What is there? It's long goodbye, the show off. They're doing like weird crime stuff? I don't get it. Cling to Dust is really good. I'd still love another black source, but fine. Just Cling to Dust, Phlage, gain that life, pass the turn. What a weird game. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I need that second black source, so I'm gonna make Thespian Stage a command tower if they don't give me something to reprieve. Okay. Now we have all our mana. Necrobloom being 4 mana is so bad. It's fine. I'm gonna do it. Just like gives us infinite chump blockers. It probably gets removed. Start making some bodies. Is this Sheoldred's Edict even getting better? I don't think so. I'm gonna grief them. I should have done this first before casting Necrobloom. That was a huge spew, but maybe we won't get punished. Also, grief does die to. Okay, that is working. And we've got an Arc Trail and a Heart Flame Duelist. What are you? Instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. It deals 3 damage to any target, 2 damage to any target, and 1 to another. I'll take the thing that gains you lots of life. Sheoldred's Edict just isn't excellent because they can just sack this thing. All right. Sacking their land to draw a card. So if they don't find a land, they can't cast Flip. Tai Wakeen. That card's good. I don't super want to play against that. And they'll kill my bug. That's fine. Oh, and draw a card. Tai Wakeen was a good draw. I will block. Let's surveil. I'll use an underground mortuary. I don't know why that's the voice my heart told me to use. Eladamri's Call. Great. Here comes Merit Lage. Oh no. Still want it. What do you get? You get something. Get an Overlord. Get an Overlord. That might be pretty good. You get a Dryad Arbor. They're some sort of like burn deck. We get Barrogoyf. Barrogoyf has a lot of life gain. Mouthy Voidwalker probably isn't great. Is it just Barrogoyf? I want to like do something clever, but it's probably just Barrogoyf. I mean, I'd really like to kill Tai Wakeen. I'm thinking Hogak. How do they beat Hogak? They just might not. Do I have enough creatures for this? 1, 2, no. We just get the Goyf? I don't know what to get. We'll go with Overlord. Yeah, we'll go with Overlord. Listen to my heart. Cast with Impending. Okay. Okay. Burn spells will draw them a lot of cards as they kill my stupid idiots, but I think this is still right. Because now we get to go to zombie mode. Well, I hate that. I do have 0/1s to block, though. Yeah, they're like an aggro burn type deal. Block here, because they can pump that thing. Inti. Yeah, they're aggro as heck. Do I want to dredge? Start making zombies? The Screaming Nemesis is so bad for me. I think I need to take a draw. Hey. Oh, that one seems really good. That was maybe the best draw in my deck. Go to 5. I guess Dam would have maybe been. Okay, so we're essentially at 2 because of Phlage. And I am taking myself off reprieving it. I think it's time to like really try to turn the corner. And this is how we do that. They don't have the mana to go Phlage. What? How is that happening? How are you coming back? Oh, they changed their commander to Tai Wakeen. Have I been just thinking about Phlage this whole time? Anytime someone sideboards, they've got me. I'll take a draw again. I'll cast this. It does things. I don't have a land that gains life. So they were Phlage and they tricked me. Just like that one other time that happened. It's happened before. It'll happen again. Attack, attack. We can always yield to this Overlord thing. I am so sorry about it. I'm like 11 minutes behind on clock. This is a big swing. Okay, they are going to block. So, like, they can Tai Wakeen a burn spell and make it lethal. I think that Enlightened Tutor has to be fine. Like, if they go for Parallax Wave, Reprieve ends the game. Okay. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they don't have 8 mana. Yeah, I would slam it too. Unfortunately, I'm a scumbag with gotcha card. I do not want to. Yay! We did it! Alright. We're 2-2, which is, like, honestly, probably a little bit better than I was expecting. Awesome. Okay, 5th and final round. On the draw against Sheoldred the Apocalypse. I have come to the conclusion that Exploration is bad. I'm going to keep the hand. For sure. But... Oh... I just want to Prismatic End that. No, that's fine. Not real. It actually, like, doesn't super matter, now that I think about it. Okay. Oh. I am going to pass the Exploration, because there's no reason not to. We'll Surveil. Probably just want to see a land. That is a land. I should have griefed them before surveilling, but it's fine. I'm going to pitch the Dread Return to grief them. Withering Boon and Damnation. Which of these do I care about more? Probably Damnation. I think it is Damnation. Okay. They go Swamp Pass. We play Thespian Stage. And we also pass. The Withering Boon is annoying, but I just think Damnation is worse long term, is kind of my thinking there. Let's make Thespian Stage into a command tower. Land? Do we just give them the Necrobloom here? Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. I'll just pass. It doesn't make sense. If they had the 3 mana open and I had 5 mana to go Necrobloom Mana Tithe them, then sure. Okay, they just want to pass the turn. So we're going to stare at each other for a while. Deathrite is good. I will cast that card. Okay, and they're not concerned with that or the Withering Boon. I had Withering Boon in my list just as a like, haha, you're mine. Fatal Push, that is fine. But Withering Boon's not actually good. It makes a lot of sense in mono black. Sonic Edge, don't. Jerk. I think they were thinking about Sheoldred and decided not to. Go immediately into Terraku. Oh, we got the Withering Boon and the Yogg-Will. Those are good hits. Alright, so we got the Withering Boon, and they have 1 card. And we have Swords and Mana Tithe. Prismatic Ending doesn't really mean a lot. Agonizing Remorse. I imagine this takes Swords to Plowshares, but there's nothing I can do. It stinks too that now they know about Mana Tithe, but is what it is. And they are Tectonic Edging, with the knowledge that there's nothing I can do. I would think they wanted the Thespian Stage version, but it probably is pretty inconsequential. That's a good card. I'll cast that. I did take myself off Mana Tithe, but that's fine. The only thing I can sack to this is Shadowy Backs. Here's Shishi. Starting Town will enter tap. Starting Town lets me Prismatic End Sheoldred. What, do I have a City of Brass or something in here? I don't think so. I think Starting Town is our only 5-color land. Talon Gates of Madara. Alright, big draw here. Majuka Bog's not really it. I can get Urza's Saga. I mean, I'll do this. It seems fine as a thing to do. And then we'll pass. Being able to Prismatic End Sheoldred is going to be nice. I'll take the 4. Let's sacrifice this Shadowy Backstreet. Get ourselves a Starting Town. Do I not have a Starting Town? Are you kidding me? After all that? Oh, man. That stinks. Oh, I do have Thespian Stage. That's right. I have Thespian Stage. We're fine. Neither of us have an Urborg or anything. Okay. Next turn. Can't believe I don't have Starting Town in here. That's insane. Pass. I might as well attack. Yeah, I might as well attack. Get them under life? No. Better try on or... Oh, but they paid 3 life. Okay, I'll go to end step. They go back to 20, which is exactly Merit Lage killable. They might just have an Edict, too, which would be quite the stinker. I should have made it and blocked. Make you a copy of Dark Depths. If they have an Edict, we lose. I'll keep the one with no counter. Yeah, okay, we lose. Not having that Starting Town stunk. Not drawing a land stunk. And I'll do this because I can. They go to 22. I'm at 4. Exploration stinks. I do not need this card in the deck. Here's Sheoldred again, so I'll go to 2. Even if I draw Barrogoyf, it doesn't matter. Can't really do anything without another land. Yeah. Okay, GG. I knew there was a good possibility they had an edict there. Just didn't know what else I could do. Also, I'm immediately adding Starting Town to this and cutting Exploration. Okay, on the play now. I want to keep it, but I'm not going to because it's bad. Just like Urborg Dark Depths is potent. Okay, we still have the Animate Dead, which is nice. White of the Reliquary can get us Dark Depths. I am more interested, I think, in Overlord and Animate Dead than I am going for Merit Lage. Is that true? Do I want a value game or just try to combo them? I think it makes more sense actually in this matchup to try to value game. It's a slow matchup. Yeah, it's a slow matchup, and I have more fun value gaming, so even though this deck is built to win with Merit Lage, I think it's fine to try it the other way. And Overlord Animate Dead is really good. And I like Expedition Map over White of the Reliquary. White of the Reliquary needs other things. Okay. Decision has been made. Opponent is really tanking about their mulligan decision. Oh, okay. They kept 6. I will keep my hand and put back White of the Reliquary. Okay. Seems to me like they might be doing other things because they took a very long time on that mulligan decision and are now taking a while deciding what to put back, which I think you kind of make that decision at the same time as the keep, but I don't know. All right, this is kind of brutal. In paper, I'm calling a judge for slow play. Probably not. It's so uncomfortable, but if it were for stakes, like real stakes, absolutely I would. Unless my opponent was super nice, in which case I'd probably just... Not saying this person is not, thinking how this would go in person. They have a stop in my upkeep that is now taking them a long time to pass priority on. I have to think they're doing other things at the same time as them. I'm going to go Scrubland Expedition Map. Pass. I've had that decision made for quite a while. Then impend the Overlord. Oh, yay! We get to take our turn. And they're definitely, I think, an Urborg Cabal Coffers deck, so Urborg helps us out very slightly, and if I see it, I really don't want to play it. Thoughtseize me. Duress. You can have my Animate Dead and make me sad. Just make me so sad. I'm just saying, this take forever to pass priority is an incredibly effective strategy against me. My ADHD is going nuts right now. Oh, that's a really cool and fun draw. Now we can go curve out Overlord Hexmage and start blasting if they don't do anything, which is unlikely in a mono black control deck, but who knows? Maybe we get it all. I'll take Barrogoyf. Barrogoyf is quite good. So then anyway, I started blasting. And I like this like Vampire Hexmage Overlord thing so much, I thought about putting Felia in this deck. I think Felia is generically good, and also just synergizes so well with a lot of the dumb stuff that I'm doing. I think they have to take the Hexmage. Yeah. Because it also gives me access to Merit Lage. Oh, we found a land. I'm going to play the one that they know about. And pass to Barrogoyf. My hopes for this living are not high, but I'm not going to not cast a 3-mana 5/6 lifelink Death Touch that gets us cards. They tapped an untapped mana. Okay. In my upkeep, they better triumph. Sure. I had a feeling. Ooh. Their deck does play a good amount of tutors because it has like combos with Yawgmoth's Bargain and such. So I want to cast our guy and then hold up Oppo. They're down to 3 cards in hand. I have 1. And am I in dredge mode is the question. I think this deck needs maybe more ways to get Skull Clamp. It needs more card advantage. And like Barrogoyf and Overlord are not the most consistent card advantage engines. Here's Shishi. Let's put a stop in upkeep if I want to like Talon Gates this or something. Do I care about that? I don't. I don't care. Slow play! Judge! Judge! Nurturing Peatland stinks here. Lose life times a billion. Maybe I could have picked up the White of the Reliquary with the Overlord. Nah, I'm always going Barrogoyf there. What am I talking about? I sound crazy. I am going to dredge a land here. Oh, Solitude was still a little bit away. The problem with Sheoldred here is they just don't have to do anything. They just don't. They don't have to do anything. And they will just slowly but surely kill me and put them out of death range. So I really need to find removal offers. Shoot, card's really good. Okay, so I'm gonna let them exile their swamp here, and then Beseiju that. I'm gonna Beseiju it before these tap for extra mana, actually. So they get the land back that I destroy, but I'm not interested in playing against extra planar lens. Attack me. Attack me. This stinks of like a toxic deluge to me, but what are you gonna do? No. Okay. So I'm at 13 after the Sheoldred trigger. Annoying. Let's get Lush Portico. I was thinking maybe Dryad Arbor. Just have another dumb blocker, but we're gonna have a million dumb blockers. I wonder if this is how people feel playing against me when I'm just tanking on every decision. Or like going to get the dog. Just wanting to call a judge for slow play so bad. Oh, I'm a fool. I kept the Fatal Push on top because I was like, oh yeah, I get to dredge a fetch land. Like dredge a fetch land, crack it, Fatal Push them. I can do that next turn. So yeah, like next turn I can block with my token and Fatal Push Sheoldred. Overlord is now online. That's exciting. And Overlord can keep picking up Solitude, which is nice. They have so much, like 9 mana, right? 3. So they go. They have 10 mana. So much mana. So annoying. Sure. Overlord can pick up Solitude. That's really annoying, though. I wish they'd attacked. This is correct, obviously. It just... The nice thing with the Necrobloom against Sheoldred is when I dredge, I don't lose life. So I am going to go into dredge mode now. I know about the opposition. No, don't you do that. Oh, this guy stinks. I hate this for us. Yeah, I'm obviously blocking. All right, so they're hellbent. I'm going to flash an opposition agent. Next turn, let's dredge. Go to combat. Sit here for a while. Declare attackers. Attack you for 5. As long as the Necrobloom is out, we're kind of done losing life to Sheoldred. They go back to 15, and they pass the turn. Okay, Surveil. Hoping to just find removal. Although, what does removal even do? They just, like, recast him with their quadrillion mana. I guess it lets me keep attacking. Nah, who cares? Who cares about him to Turok right now? They have 1 card in hand. I was thinking, like, strip their 1 card, but whatever. Are they going to kill the Necrobloom before draw a step? No. It's nice that we can always just kind of dredge Beseiju back. Get the Windswept Heath. We'll start making zombies. Mildover, Arid Mesa, and... Alright, so now we're in zombie mode, and we passed the turn. Exiling Overlord was a big deal. I imagine they will not be attacking. Rishadan Port. I don't think that matters. I can blow up their coffers with the Beseiju. Is that better than just making zombies? I don't think so. A Dryad Arbor. They're gonna port me. That's fine. I'm worried about like an Exsanguinate or a Torment of Hailfire or something that just kills me. But maybe I don't have to be. Mildover, Parallax Wave, and Enlightened Tutor. Parallax Wave would have been really nice. Alright. Get on the attack here. I am worried about just getting comboed out, but at this point we're just in a top deck war, and my top deck is make 2 zombies. They take 3. So they take a net 1. Necro. Ugh. Sure. Stinks. At least it stops them gaining life. But that is so atrociously bad. And unless I mill over a Dread Return to Solitude Sheoldred, we're just like in the garbage. I don't have any life gain right now. Life gain is basically Cling to Dust and Barrogoyf. Are they putting themselves in lethal range though? I mean, they'll have all of their instant speed removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they just want to go back to 7. I had an Eternal Witness in this deck, and I really should have. I should probably play Timeless Witness as well. I just, like, this deck is like, the, I think you should leave Chunky sketch. Like, what do you do? The answer is, I don't really know. I'm going to take a draw here. Oh no, I can blow up the Necro. They have 7 cards. Ugh! Decisions are so hard. I'm going to take a draw. Go to 8. Porting the Dryad Arbor seems smart. That's not a removal spell. Is it death? They're at 10. 6, 9. We have a lethal attack. I am going to attack. Sheoldred's Edict. Back to the command zone with you. Go to combat. I don't have a lead. I don't want to turn their tutors back on yet, so I'm not going to attack with Opposition Agent. Let's recast the Bloomy Boy. No point in tapping like a fool just because. Alright, they have 6 in hand. Their turn. They have a quadrillion mana. They're dead on board, but I don't think that will remain the case. Yeah. Now I don't have enough mana to recast. Yeah, they recast Sheoldred, they Rishadan port me. I think this game's over. I do have a Death Touch creature at least. Not that that matters. Why are you doing that now? That's why. That's game over. I just want to see what I draw. Yeah, Necropotence is really good. That stinks. Ah well. Alright, GG. Okay, 2-3 record with our janky brew, and I feel like I learned a lot about the deck, so let's go talk about it. Okay, so a 2-3 finish. The deck felt good against all the decks I played that weren't named Cloud Midgar Mercenary. Even in that last match against Sheoldred, I think the deck felt good. Necropotence is a hell of a card. So the biggest issue for me with this deck is I think it doesn't know what it wants to be. And by that I mean the way I've built it, it wants to get Dark Depths, it wants to disrupt our opponent. It doesn't really commit either way to those two things. The Necrobloom is kind of a total afterthought with, okay, if the game just grinds to a halt, we can make zombies. But it gives our opponent so much time to recover. The format is full of efficient removal. So I think I'm going back to the drawing board with this one. The match against Atraxa, they just didn't hit land drops in that first game. We had infinite time and no disruption. I can't really count that as a good testing of the deck. And then most of the other games we won were just Merit Lage. So I think what I want to do is capitalize more on the Necrobloom, try a build with some mana dorks and some extra landfall. Maybe like a Scythe Cat Cub, try to apply some early pressure. Or have the late game, okay, I don't have to make 2 zombies a turn, and if they have a board that can just withstand it, they just withstand it. The other thing I'm not doing there is I'm not playing the Gitrog monster. That combo is really, really time intensive on Magic Online, and I also just don't really know how to do it. But this deck probably wants a Raven's Crime, probably some more hand disruption, and it needs a lot more card advantage. So I think I'm going to actually dial back on the combo-y stuff and lean more heavily into an Abzan Control, playing things like Pillage the Bog and Sylvan Library, Once Upon a Time, and I think the avatar card is called Seismic Sense. And so keeping the Dark Depths package, but being able to give ourselves the card we need at the time I do really like playing this deck. It felt fun the entire league, and I think it's totally something you could bring to an FNM. It's not going to do well in an event. Cloud and Felia are much too present. I don't think we would have done very well against Storm or Tifa. Just the deck is too split between value, combo, and control. I'll be playing this one again on the channel probably pretty soon because I'm really enjoying working on it. But until then, thank you so much for dueling with me, and I'll see you next time.